Welcome to tutorial number 1. We're just going to make a picture with fabric. Now, please excuse the fact that rats have been chewing my cuticles, and I've been going around and gathering up some stuff. Now, one of the coolest things about getting your sewing room organized is all the cool stuff you find. I came across some really nice buttons that I set aside for some reason. I really don't even know why I did, but gosh, look at those. They're wooden. I love that stuff. Here's one. These are just all around. I remember covering these. I don't remember, like 30 years ago. And I've got some random thread. I've gone through some fabric, but first let me show you these templates I came across. I cut them out of a book somewhere. Let's see. It's like a little house. Oh, look at that. It's a little house. I've got the door here separate so that I can cut out a piece of fabric for that to put there. Here's some more little things. Here's a window. Woo! There's a little bitty window. We've got various, it's a country theme. We've got little trees and hearts and whatnot. And we can make up a few things. We don't even have to go with this. I hope you guys can see it. I'm kind of peeking as I go. All right, so we've got these. Next thing I did is I went through my fabric. And I just pulled out things that just grabbed me. So we've got this. I don't know why, but I just love that. These solids are going to be perhaps maybe background fabric. We've got a blue. We've got this aqua. This is really nice. It's just another blue. I haven't unrolled these yet, so I don't even know if they're going to be big enough. This really excites me. I love this. This hot pink. I don't know. If I use this as a background, though, it's going to cancel out these awesome reds. And I've been way into red for a long time. This is kind of an orangey red. This is a little bit of a themed red. Can you see the little hearts? Here's some more. It's kind of slightly brighter red. And this is interesting. What even is this? It looks like maybe some old fabric. It's just left over from something. Can you see what's on there? It's like little people and houses, and maybe it's Christmassy. I don't know. What is that? A reindeer? Is that a duck? I don't know. And then we've got pink. Pink could be a nice background. This is a lighter pink, so these reds would actually kind of pop on that. Of course, we got some greens, all kinds of greens. I got a plaid. I've got a little pink flower green. I've got this crazy thing right here. Here's some pale green. Oh, and of course, yellows. Lots of yellows. And, and even yellow could be an interesting background. It's kind of thin. Of course, I'd have to find a piece big enough, and I don't know if there is a piece big enough in here. So that'll be kind of a thing. All right, we got our greens, our yellows, our reds, our pinks, our blues, purple. Okay, these are kind of cool too. This is sort of a dark, I don't know, what is that? It's almost maroon, but see how the little pink and blue kind of sweeten it up. And these are textures, you have little prints, you have this calm little texture. You get these big prints, you get like a busy kind of a Sergeant Pepper sort of a thing going on there, This is nice. This is purple and green. Nice. All right. So I want to start cutting out some things. I'm not quite... one thing I'm pretty sure about is this color here will probably be good for the roof. A roof is brown, but the roof could be pink. The roof could be yellow. The roof could be any color you want. I also procured this fine point disappearing ink. I have not used it yet. I don't know. I've never used a disappearing ink pen. I got this at Walmart. Am I brave? What am I? I don't know. But anywho, the selection process is a big deal. And I feel like that alone is going to take a long time. But what I'm going to do, once I've decided the color schemes that I want to use, and I'll be laying things on top of other things. Honestly, this is probably the safest bet. We kind of want it to feel like spring since spring is coming. What even is this? It looks like It was an old, somebody was making maybe a pillowcase out of this. But, yeah, let's get this going on. All right, so if I had this, and I use this for the top of the house, and maybe this, no, not that for the bottom of the house, maybe this for the bottom of the house. No? Maybe this for the bottom of the house. Now we're rolling. See how those colors look together? We've also got these reds, which we can use for the hearts or the yellows. I kind of am looking at the yellows for like, here, for the windows. You know, the windows could have this yellow color. So it gives a feeling of brightness and home, and people are in there. This little bit of flower texture, I don't know if you can see that, will even make it feel like there's activity in there. Of course, our door, we want it to be welcoming. I love red for that, you know. Red is nice for that. Yeah, that's a great start. So I'm probably going to lay these out and cut them out. It's not hard to do. Let's do, since I'm pretty sure about this for my windows, let's see how that works out. I'm going to throw this over here. Hope that I don't knock down the camera. See, I'm already making a crazy mess here. This is going to pick up, ooh, what is that? This is going to pick up my color real well. My ink, my disappearing ink. Do I have to hurry if I use disappearing ink? Will disappearing ink disappear before I can do anything with it? Uh-oh. Look at, I've already lost my little window template. Where'd it go? Is it in the floor? It was here. You saw it. And I'll find it usually, probably immediately after I get off the thing here. But, yeah, we'll just wing it. That's a big part of what we do, right? We just figure it out. And it's like this big, up like that. Oh, I'm liking this. Look at that. Great. I don't know. Maybe I want it to be a little bit bigger. You know, I'm just using the house here as a, you know, to kind of eyeball it. But you know what I'm thinking? Even now, what if we made the windows more like that? That looks almost happier, doesn't it? It's like almost a cartoon kind of happy. That's good. All right, let's put the lid on this. See, when an idea comes, just go with it. Just go with it. Here, we'll take this. Yeah, I really like that one. So I'm just going to fold it over. Give it a little pin. There we go. Here's our, whoop, out of here. Oh, very important. Always put your pins back in your pin cushion because you will find them later with your feet. All right, look at that. There's two kind of arched windows. Can you see them? Let's do this. Two little arched windows. And I got to tell you, I am feeling that pink. This hot pink for the house. What do you think? For me, I know some people are really clever. I'm going to put this up over here so I won't lose it. Some people really feel strongly about following directions and doing it this way and doing it that way. Where's the fun in that, huh? Creativity is something that evokes, for me anyway, a mood, a feeling. And I don't want to put too much on feelings, but usually that's what people like the most in a creation. Can you see this? I'll move it right up here. We like a mood. We like something that evokes a mood. All right, I can just barely see it. Now with the bigger pieces, we do kind of want to pay a little bit more attention to size because it's going to have to fit together with other things. Now this is a real strong color. I don't know if I'll use it as an accent in another part of the picture, But again, we're just looking at the way things look together. I hope I'm keeping this in the center of the picture. I'll be finding out when I check on it later. So I'm going to move this pink out of the way. Take that, put it over here. All right, so far so good. There's our house. Let's look at our windows. Oh yeah, see, that is a happy house. That looks like a very happy house. I might even go back and draw these a little bigger. It just depends. All right, now, what did I say I liked for the roof? I liked that brown. Here's our roof. I'm going to put this back over here. What's the joke? The guy who said his dog could speak. He could speak English. And his friend said, "No, I don't believe you. Your dog can't speak English." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I can. He can. And he goes, Fido, here boy, Fido, what goes on the top of a house?" And the dog says, "Roof." And he says, "What's the opposite of smooth, Fido?" And Fido says, "Roof." And he goes, "Okay, here's the clincher. Here's the good one. Fido, who is the best baseball player who ever lived?" And the dog says, "Ruth." And his friend says, "Oh, yeah, you're just, ugh. That dog's just barking." He says, "This dog can't speak." And he leaves. He walks away disgusted. The man's standing there with his dog, and the dog looks up to him and says, "You think I should have said DiMaggio?" I know, that's a really old joke. But, I don't know. The thought of a dog talking, I don't know which is funnier, that or that he has a preference, for baseball players. All right, going around the little chimney. And I'm going to just kind of cut it out in a big way so I don't have to twiddle around with that. And I might even use it for the door. We'll see. Although purple sounds good for the door. And we're pretty jazzy around here. All right. And here's what's going to happen next. This video is not going to go on indefinitely, like until I finish the thing. I just wanted to talk about selecting your fabric from your scraps and kind of getting the main idea for your colors. And, this little house is probably the central point of the picture. And this is just going to be a little picture that you can hang up because, I don't know. It's just what came to me, and I got to go with it. I got to tell you guys, though, I've stressed out just a tiny little bit about doing a tutorial. Something about me standing here going, "Oh, I've figured it out." It sort of is off-putting to me. Since I've started this, I get lots of videos on my Facebook feed and my Instagram feed that says, "Join my class and let me tell you how I do it." I just want to warn you against those things. By all means, take advantage of the freebies, but just know that it's a lead-in to a harder sell, and they're wanting to sell you something. Oh, what do you think? I love that. What's our door? What's going to welcome us into this precious little house? Wait. Oh, should we just go a bold blue? I don't know, maybe. Look, I'm in such a hurry now. I'm so excited. Wait, I don't want to wrangle all of this fabric in my hand. Right. Now this blue is nice, and it would make a pretty interesting background. But, all right, there's the door. I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm just going to say, what does that look like? These three colors for a house. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. I haven't chosen the background yet, but now that I have this main feature, this is not looking that good to me. I think the blue, maybe even like a denim background, but I want my denim to be thin because, once again, we've got to sew this together. Remember, I was talking about stretchy fabric versus cotton fabric. You also want to think about thickness. This is a real thin kind of a denim. I don't know if you can tell how very thin that is. I've got other kind of thin denims, and so this might make a good look. I just like it to be bold so it doesn't get lost up there on the wall. Fabric sometimes can kind of get lost in its own thing, and we want to mix those textures. I may change this pink background. This is a very interesting color for a background, but I don't know if it's going to wash out with that. And also remember that we're going to be putting other things on here. This is a mixed media situation. We're going to use buttons, you know. Look at that. Doesn't that just excite your brain? And we might use some yarn. This is a nice yarn, just this nice plain sort of brown ochre. We've got this. I don't know about well, I don't know. Look at that. Gosh, didn't that just pop? You know, and I'm also probably, most likely, very likely, probably, yes, absolutely, will be using some floss. I've got all colors of floss. If you've done any kind of embroidery or cross stitching, you've got just tons of this little stuff left. I have a whole box of it. And we're going to use this to kind of stitch around and add to the picture. But you see how these things excite your mind, and it starts your own creative process. Please don't do anything like I do it just because that's the way I do it. Do it because it's fun. Do it because it excites you and it looks great to you. Trust your own opinion about things. So, all right. Thanks a lot, and I'm going to post some more of these as we work on it and show you how it all works out. Go through your scraps, pick out some things that make you happy, find some extra stuff. You know, it doesn't even have to be sewing stuff. You know, you could find some stuff outside, some little sticks and stems, pressed flowers. I don't know. Whatever causes your mind to start jumping around excitedly with great ideas. So thanks a lot, and we'll be talking more about this later. Hopefully next week I'll have some pieces assembled and we'll start talking about stitching. It won't be as involved as this. Thanks guys, and yay, and go create. Have a great weekend. Bye.